And this Veterans Day, it's important to focus our attention on the lives, the families, and the sacrifices made by our women and men in uniform. But for some, honoring veterans isn't just a one-day-a-year event.
Andrew Carroll's mission to honor veterans began 20 years ago, and it continues every single day. Denver 7's Brian Sanders on how his massive collection of war letters came to be.
This is all in the past week. Well over 1,000 to 1,500.
Letters written to and from service members, now being collected and preserved.
This young sailor was inside a ship, the USS New Orleans, during the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Bringing America's history to life.
They make it real and they make it personal. And ironically, I hated history growing up.
Not anymore. Andrew Carroll is the founding director of the Center for American War Letters.
What I most hope comes out of this project is that we can humanize these men and women who serve. They are not just soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. Every single one of them has a loved one, has a spouse or a sweetheart, they're a child, they're a parent. And just to remind people that these are not statistics that go off to fight, and to remember the actual names and stories of these incredible men and women.
Carroll has been collecting letters for more than 20 years.
All these are incredible for one reason or another. This is a letter written by this woman, Jean Sobolewski, and it's addressed to her fiance, who is a combat soldier, and it's returned to her in the mail unopened with one word written in red on the outside: deceased. That's how she found out that the love of her life was gone forever. This is a handwritten letter that Josh wrote to his mom. I just hope that I made you proud, and if I don't come home for any reason, I just want you to know always I will be with you.
150,000 letters so far, from the American Revolution.
This is hundreds of years old, and yet I'm holding the actual paper that this service member wrote during the War for Independence.
To today, and every conflict in between.
This is without question one of our most visually stunning letters. That's the bullet hole that went through the letter and into him. Now, fortunately, he survived, but you really get a sense of the life and death circumstances these troops are under. This is probably the most historic letter we have. As soon as I opened this up, I got chills because I could see the gold embossed letterhead that said Adolf Hitler. This letter was written by an American soldier sitting at Hitler's desk in Munich.
Carroll is constantly amazed by the generosity of the donations.
What they share with us is so personal and so extraordinary. So, like, this is an entire trunk that we got from a family. These are all of his World War II letters.
This man survived the war. When he came home, his plane crashed during a routine flight.
This is a very personal project for me, and I just want people to know that they're not just, when they send in letters, it's not going just to some institution. It's going to a group of people who feel very passionately about this, who love this project, who want to see it succeed, and to really want to honor and remember all of these troops, these veterans, and their families.